Star Report, right? You know Star from Star
Yeah,
Report,
Star.
your Jersey
Yeah,
brother, right?
shout out to Star.
he said he said that they was trying to use Fat Joe. The Democrats were trying to use Fat Joe to get the Latino vote. What do you think about that? You think that's
Yeah,
true?
yeah, they definitely do that because they think that right now, Fat Joe, he got a platform. So to them, Fat Joe is the biggest Latino as far as
You
hip
got to
hop.
admit though, he's pretty entertaining,
Nah,
right?
he's
Joe is
entertaining.
pretty
Nah, he
entertaining,
entertaining
right?
as fuck. He entertaining as fuck.
Yeah.
He entertaining, especially when he lied. That's when he best entertaining. Shit, he entertaining as fuck, yo. That motherfucker lied good as hell. That motherfucker. I ain't never see somebody can lie like that, bro. That nigga, shoo. That's entertainment for your ass.
I was there when Jesus was born.
You don't, yo, nah. When he said the shit about, what was it, man? Rest in peace, man. Charles. Rest in peace, my nigga, man. When he said that, he was like, I was there with Griselda Blanco. Boom, boom, boom. I was like, yo, that shit funny as hell, yo. He'll say some shit like that. He really will. And probably make it believable. And you'll believe him. You be like, for real, nigga? And you be like, yeah, that shit happened. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
No, you know what
Yo,
really had me though was when he said back in the day he was at this party and then all of a sudden this girl bust into like the bathroom and she was like just got engaged, right? And it was LeBron's wife.
yo, get the fuck out of here. For real?
Yeah.
He said that shit?
That had me. Yeah, he did. That had me dying. I was like, "Oh
And
my god, come on, bro."
LeBron co-signed that shit?
No, he's never said anything about it.
Oh my
You know,
God,
like I
bro.
haven't heard LeBron talk about it at all. But the fact that like he brought up that story, I was just like, wow. But you know, recently did you see KD called him out, right? Kevin Durant called
For
him
real?
out.
I ain't see that.
Yeah, because Joe was saying like, oh, you know, I remember when Kevin Durant came to the Rucker and he dropped a whole bunch of points and they was gonna whip his ass and everything like that, and then like Kevin Durant came out and said another podcast lie. It was all love. Nothing
You
happened.
see? You see? You see? That's crazy, yo. That's crazy, yo. That dude is a trip.
But yo, back to the whole Latino vote thing, right? So, do you think? Because I think what Star was trying to get at is that like black people in this country are like so devalued now that they're even trying to push up the brown vote instead over how before, you know, like because you even see like when Biden said that, oh, if you don't vote Democrat, then you're not black. You know, so like the expectation of like you have to support. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Biden said that?
Yeah, he told Charlemagne that on the Breakfast Club. He said that if you don't vote, if you're black and you don't vote Democrat, then you're really not black.
That nigga crazy. I ain't that nigga crazy. That motherfucker damn. Damn, yeah, that's some wild shit to say. That's crazy. I ain't know he said that. That motherfucker crazy.
Yeah, then and he still ended up winning after saying that. So you know
That's
what I mean?
crazy. Damn. I don't know. I
But
mean,
I guess the perspective now is that you know they're saying that you know the black people are so devalued in this country that even now they're viewing Hispanics as being even more important. So that's why they're trying to prioritize the Latino vote now. That's why they're getting Fat Joe.
well, they always needed the Latino vote. I think the Latino vote was always important. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's because of that. I just think they know the Latino vote was important last year. You know what I'm saying? Very important. You know what I'm saying? But then, they know that a lot of these Latinos, they like brainwashed too, bro. Cause you see how many Latinos really like Trump. And it's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong? They like love Trump. And I'm not gonna lie, Trump, the only thing Trump will probably be good for is war. Like when motherfuckers is fucking with us, he ready to go to war. But
Right. Like if you had your choice, if like war was gonna happen, who would you
Right,
rather have as a leader?
right,
Biden or
right.
Trump? I think that
Yeah,
you probably would want to go with
yeah.
Trump in
I'll
that
go
way,
with
right?
Trump.
If you had to go to war. Now, if you're trying to de-escalate the
Right.
situation, you know what I mean, that's a different
Then
story,
that's a
right?
different story. Yeah. But if we had to
Right.
go to war, I would. That's the only time I would say, yeah, Trump. Because Biden will be like, you know what I'm saying? A nigga had a gun in his head and he'd be like, it's peace. We can have peace. A nigga ready to shoot you. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, I don't like.
But don't you get tired of having like why is it always so like old motherfuckers being selected? Like,
Yeah, yo.
you know what I'm saying? Like just like can you imagine like okay like if Biden wins you're talking about another 4 years like he already like you know what I mean like can he survive another 4 years like Kamala's probably gonna have to take over bro
Yeah,
like
well, that'll be all right then. You know what I'm saying? But eh, I don't know. I think he like kind of, he borderline like senile or something. Like this motherfucker, like,
that's what I was saying
yeah,
I was trying to say that but not trying to say that at the same time okay
yeah, he
but
border.
yeah like I don't know bro like
Nah,
it don't seem
he
like
be forgetting shit. Cause the one time that they asked him about one of the parties, one of the political parties, and the motherfucker was talking, and he was like, yeah, and such was doing this, and boom, 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 and yeah, we had a good time when we was at the golf ring, and I said, what the fuck just happened? He was just talking about. I said, yo, this motherfucker just switched the whole subject, and he went into
yeah
talking about one of the things that the political parties was planning and went into a golf game, my nigga. I said, Joe, what the fuck just happened? This nigga said, yeah, and then it went, hey ho, I shot a motherfucking eagle. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga's crazy. Yo,
I
like
don't
he
care
forget
for
shit.
either of them, but I'm tired of having to choose between
Yeah,
shit and trying
yeah,
to see which one stinks
yeah,
less,
you right.
right?
You right. Yeah, you right.
That's what it
I
seemed
agree with
like.
you on that. I agree with you on that because both of them is terrible right now. To me. To me, they both terrible.
But you know the reason why I brought up the Latino vote, right, is because I feel like it's almost getting weaponized to add more separation between the people. Because a lot of times people aren't pointing the finger at the source of the problem, right? Like, oh, it's the government's fault. Nah, I'm gonna blame this group that is close to me instead because they in close
Right.
proximity. So now it's like, oh, I'm gonna blame you Latinos. Like, why do you guys your vote mean more than us? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And it becomes like a issue like that when it's like, no, like we are all being fucked and need to come together
Yeah.
because they using
Hmm.
us. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like that's what I feel like. And the people that don't really think about it, it's kind of like more in that sheep mentality of like, nah, we just gonna fight, you know,
Yeah.
amongst each
Yeah.
other.
No, I agree with you on that. The Latino, I don't know, man. The the Latino vote is important, but it's just getting swayed the wrong way to me. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
it's fucked up. It's fucked up because sometimes my people is their worst enemy. That's how I see it.
So what do you think about you seeing Joe with like Kamala Harris and everything? Like how do you feel when you see that?
I mean, he's a fucking he's just the nigga's just an ass kiss. He's just trying to get in. He's trying to get in and slowly walk his way through to see what he can do. You know what I mean on his end. Watch in a few years. Watch, you'd be shocked if he runs for the fucking mayor of New York. I'm
Because that's
trying
what
to tell
Cuban
you.
was saying. Cuban was
I'm
like
trying to tell you. I'm trying to
the
tell you.
beluga was tired of this small pond. Now he's trying to move over to the lake now.
He
Like
is.
that's what
He is. Yeah, and I agree with him though. But he's going to try and get to something, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's try to be like the mayor of New York. You know, starting small or a councilman or start small. You know what I'm
or
saying?
or take over the spot of Ruben Diaz for the Bronx.
Yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
probably will. Because honestly, popularity wins it nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Popularity is
Right.
more than just what you know. You could be dumb as a doorknob and get fucking elected. You don't even have to have no smarts. You can have just the best people around you to tell you what to do and be just dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Well, do you think that everybody's really puppets though? Like for like a higher,
Yeah. Nowadays,
whether it be like Illuminati or whatever, do you think that it's being controlled by somebody else and they just throw different people at us each time to make us feel like, oh, change is coming, or like, you know?
shit, nowadays, I think nowadays, mostly most of them is puppets nowadays. I can't, I don't know, man. It's just, I think we fucked. Put it like that. I think we fucked. I think we fucked because you barely see any real ones anymore, man. It's gonna be hard, yo. It's gonna be hard. It's
Hmm.
bad. We in the world today, man. That's just there's a bunch of sellouts. There's a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? It's bad for us. That's how I see it.